Yes. Soon enough, you will forget. And now we return exactly to where we left off in episode 1 of season 2 of Prince William by Night, The Night Shift.
Many things happen at once. Javier, go ahead and make your roll where you identify. As you take hold of the pendant on Jacqueline's necklace.
And while he does that, I turn to...
I do not get hungry. Sorry.
Okay. I turn to Dr. Weiss and I say, I know I shouldn't have it. I know I should cut off all ties from that, but I just couldn't. I couldn't let it go.
Raised in that environment, Jax. He's a force that has caused a lot of pain for you and for me.
And I didn't think he'd possibly be attached to it. It didn't even cross my mind. I mean, I knew I felt something, but I didn't know. I mean, I've been feeling a lot of some things, to be honest. I didn't know.
Well, I know, and she does hug Jax at this moment. Well, after...
My bad.
After everything's said and done, we'll still have our session. We should still have time for that, I think.
I would really appreciate that. And I hug back, and I give a nice little squeeze.
As they touch, Javier has the pendant, the crescent moon, the sign of the Brotherhood of Malachi, the prophet's home. Javier, you see a place as your vision fades back. Looks like any other farm. Maybe a couple extra large buildings. Your vision moves in. There's what you could easily say is a chapel of some kind. The two rolled doors slide open as you near in your mind's eye. And there are 6 obvious murderers moving from person to person, tearing open their throats, drinking. I need you to make a frenzy roll, please, at your willpower and resolve.
7.
Wow.
Do you have...
That's
my pool is very large for that roll.
Fucking roll, man. Okay. You immediately realize that what you are witnessing is causing your beast to rise, to stand up and take hold of you and take action. You can feel the puppet strings as you move into the chapel. There are bodies everywhere. It is an orgy of blood. And nearest the center, near the pulpit, is an entity that turns and looks at you dead in your eye and cackles maniacally. The doors slam shut, the lights disappear, and you, sir, have one aggravated wound as a scar forms on your left palm. It's immediately evident to anyone else that the moment Dr. Weiss and Jacqueline hug, Javier reacts to whatever.
Hey, is your hand okay? Did you cut yourself on the pendant or something?
Something like that. We will not be talking to him here.
To who?
Or soon.
I pull away and I'm like, thank goodness. I really don't think I want to see or hear him ever again.
Cousin, why do we want to talk to this asshole?
Because we want him removed permanently one way or another. Seemingly for multiple reasons, as he motions over to Jax, the doctor.
Oh, I have a firm grasp on why.
And again, other sects' politics don't belong here. So anything we can do to handle that.
Very. As soon as he goes, I have a firm grasp on why. It's just eyes right there.
Jax, you're conversing. The memories flood into you, not unlike what I just described for Javier, except not your own perspective. It's of someone in the room with all of those people being murdered. It's your mom offering up, cutting open a wrist to one Ezekiel White. As it spreads from person to person to person, the other 5 individuals you remember from that night, that spectacular they keep referring back to, it replays as if your memories have finally really unlocked.
Oh no, not again. I close my eyes, not again, hoping that it disappears. As soon as I close my eyes, I don't see anything at all.
Nobody needs wits of awareness to notice the shadows leap from corners from each of you, flooding in and over Jax.
I will immediately put a hand and grip Jax pretty tightly on the shoulder.
I jump at the touch. Don't, please. Just make it go away. I don't want to be there again.
Well,
Please.
I don't know how good my advice was, but I think you should feel whatever you're feeling and process it, and then you fucking kill it, that feeling, and don't feel it again.
I don't know how. I don't know how to make it stop.
Luke, your hackles The hairs on the back of your head all stand up. On your arms, everywhere there's a follicle, you are instantly aware of that hair.
If anybody looks, Luke is back against the opposite wall as far away from Jax as possible. It looks like he's like almost hissing. It's like he's got his teeth out. He looks freaked.
There's anxiety and just fear building up. And I want to get these images out. I want to get away as quick as I can. And I try to summon something inside of me to stop these feelings and these images.
Jax.
Yes?
Is not here.
And why do I feel this? Why do I feel like he's still here?
Trauma. He put you through a lot.
This isn't fair. He's gone. This isn't fair. This shouldn't be happening. Why do things keep happening to me still? I thought I was free.
You are free. You still have to work through it.
No, I don't know if I'm strong enough.
Of course you are.
Are you prey or a predator?
You're prey. You know it.
I don't want this. I want to overcome this. I want to be better than this. I want to control this. How?
Still working on that. But remember, you drove the stake in.
I don't even know how I did that. I don't even know where that came from.
Because he's not a fucking god.
Javier, are you still wearing or holding the pendant?
No, I dropped it on the floor.
I don't want that thing anywhere near me anymore. Get rid of it. Keep it. I don't care. Destroy it. Just
I'll hold on to
get
this.
it away.
I'm going to pick it up off the ground and put it in my pocket.
Rico, what's your take on all this mess?
Well, initially I was disappointed because there was no ectoplasm or moving tables or knocking on the walls. I was a little disappointed, but the shadows things kind of got me kind of going, And then the fact that apparently Jax has actually staked somebody, that puts a big notch on her bedpost. Beyond that, I'm just sort of standing there waiting for the next shoe to drop.
Jude?
Gonna go into the other room with all of the bodies. Open up a hatch and start wheeling out. You can hear wheeling out a cart.
What do you do with it?
On it has a fox that is very, very well stitched up, and it is my homuncular servant. But I'm going to instruct it to get up off the table and then go in the other room.
Mr. Milliner.
He would be observing all of this, happy that things are finally getting hashed out. However, he does see the strain that it's putting upon young Jax. So he doesn't plan to let it go much further unless he starts seeing some actual action.
So still just a observer
for the moment.
Luke, You back up against the wall. Your hairs stand up. That prickly spidey sense says, kill it now, kill it.
I'm just. He's back against the wall. He's like heavily breathing. He's freaked out, and he's looking at Jax, trying to figure out what the fuck is this. Like, she can. If anyone looks, like his eyes are glowing red, seeing if he can see through the darkness. If like what this kind of weird ghost shit is. So was that shadow stuff? Was that like some ghost shit or something?
Something.
So it wasn't a ghost.
Que se dice? It was reaching out to what?
Fuck. He starts like trying to brush his
You
hair.
think it hurt you?
Look at that. I just get a little bit nervous around this kind of weird shit. Okay.
Luke, roll wits and resolve, please.
Okay. Let's resolve.
Just slow your roll, Pup and Taco.
Carlisle would head over to Luke with hands in his pockets, activating Shadow Cloak.
So that's a messy critical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Messy
No.
critical with
Yeah, how many total successes?
5, 6, 7 successes.
So if you have 2 10s or 2 onks, that counts as 4 successes.
No, so that, I was counting that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how many?
7.
7. Goodness gracious. As the conversation and the action continues around you, and you clearly know that something is there that isn't there or can't be there, activating heightened senses, you peer at each of them. What you do notice is every single shadow in this room, and if you weren't mistaken, the next room, have gathered around Jacqueline like a fog. You quickly scent the rotted death that can only come from an aged corpse. The corner of your eye, you see Jude St. Germain opening one of the cabinets in the morgue, pulling out a corpse, because it's a pretty big viewing window into that operatory area. And he talks to it. You hear him tell it to get up and do. And it does. It stands up abruptly, knocking the trolley over. Everyone hears a loud clatter. And it immediately marches past Jude down the hall into the room.
You see a red fox that's pretty well stitched together.
It doesn't smell right. I'm gonna stay away from it for now. It doesn't smell right.
Does it look like an obvious taxidermy type thing, or no?
Like the eyes are definitely stitched closed. Like you can't tell how it sees, but it's very bright and like it doesn't look like it's like unpleasant or decaying.
So it looks like a blind fox as of right now.
Go ahead, CJ.
So I was heading over to Luke as he was starting to back up and get riled up. I ahead activate Shadow Cloak, and I'm also going to Blood Surge,
All right.
which I passed. And I'm going to roll Intimidation and Manipulation to basically tell him, if you are in my service, you need to start to man up. Now, simmer down and maintain your composure. And you would see, out of all the shadows in the room, his seemed to come from within him, out of his orifices of his mouth, his ears, the dark shade that's on his clothing. And it makes him much more menacing, much more imposing for someone that should not be of a 5'7" stature with a beer gut, if that.
So what should I roll something to oppose the intimidation?
So
or?
the question is do you want to oppose it, or do you relent to it?
I think you'd relent to it because he kind of gets that every day from Benny. So it's like
Then there is
like
nothing
whatever.
for you to roll, sir.
Yeah,
So-
it's just I'm just not used to this shit. You know, I do stuff for Benny, and there's usually not fucking ghosts and shit.
This isn't a restaurant.
I do other stuff besides.
That's
Well, you know what? You're right.
that's mostly true.
Mostly.
Look it. I'm sorry. Freaked out. It's just a new experience. Promise I'll stay calm from now on.
Very good.
Is Jack still having an issue?
I've kind of wrapped my arms around myself, protectively, hugging, and a little bit hunched over, trying to make myself seem smaller, and just staying far away from the necklace as possible.
She seems dimmer than the rest of the room or persons in it.
Have the fox to be like, you can do whatever, you pet it, calm down, you can destroy it, rip it apart. I don't care.
What? I'm going to slowly reach out to it and give it my hand. Curious about it because I know it's a fox, but there's something off here about it. And I'm not sure if this thing is safe. So just gonna put my hand out to it to see what it does. Cautiously.
Dr. Weiss, you break embrace with Jacqueline. These things happen. Observances. Time almost slows down for you. Their voices have been protracted as you watch this unfold. It's time, Dr. Weiss. Don't you think?
Time for what?
If you were a child, I'd say get your feet wet or your hands dirty. But you're not a child, are you?
No.
No. Take control of the situation. She's ready. She's on the edge. A little tiny push from the one person she trusts. It's all it'll take. Soft little whisper, even if she's not paying attention.
don't want to hurt her.
You won't hurt her, I promise. Not even a little.
And, oh, sorry.
Dr. Weiss is going to hug Jax and whisper in her ear very gently. You are strong. You are kind. Be strong.
Strong. Thank you. I tried to relax at her touch, and I looked down at the creature that Jude had sent over, and it actually sends memories flooding back from the farm of the animals that I used to help take care of with my family, and how my mother used to work with animal therapy and use the animals as a way to help calm us down. And while Dr. Weiss is hugging me, I will continue to reach out with my other hand to this creature and gently pet it and trust in it, because I was taught animals can be trusted.
Dr. Weiss? Your dominate and intelligence, please.
Mm-hmm. And I get hungry.
Okay. How many successes?
3.
Sorry, I didn't see your fingers. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Jax, can I have your composure and will, please?
Composure and will?
Yes. That should be a fairly decent roll for you at this very moment.
Trying to do math. Give me 1 second.
For a composure resolve check?
Nope.
Is it composure and resolve? Okay, gotcha. I got 0 successes.
Okay, you can burn a temporary willpower and reroll up to 3 regular failed dice.
I'm
if you'd
gonna
like
do
to. Okay.
that. Okay. Okay, I got 1 success this time.
Okay, well, unfortunately, that's not enough. Milliner, you've got Luke backed up to the wall, trying to keep this in my mind. Rico, Jude, and Javier, you notice that Dr. Weiss's eyes go nearly onyx. CJ, you've seen this up close and personal. Very personal. Even as the words of encouragement escape Dr. Weiss's mouth. Jacqueline, there is nothing more that you could ever do to stop the mayhem at the temple, the church, the sanctuary from replaying in your mind over and over, from a 3-dimensional movie to 4K. You can smell familiar people. You can hear the sounds of the kids screaming, of people dying over and over and over, and more intense and more until you feel like you are absolutely one of those people. And it's the woman hugging you doing it.
I scream to the top of my lungs, "Stop!" And I push her away from me.
CJ turns and snaps to look to see what's going on since he was facing away.
Rico's going to approach Jax, and when he gets close enough to her, he's going to drop his sunglasses, activate awe, and go, "Just ride the memory. You'll be fine."
I don't know if I can. That was too much.
Look at me.
It felt like she was like pushing those memories back onto me. I've never felt that before.
Look at me and just focus on my eyes. Aren't they pretty? I know they are.
Okay, they're a little pretty.
Dr. Weiss, even as horrified as you may be in this very moment, there is an unmistakable pull in your vision to look directly at Javier. You do. What do you say to him at this very moment?
Trying to help.
Javier, can I get your composure and resolve, please?
All I want to do is try and help.
Dr. Weiss, another rouse check, please.
Can I see her eyes from this distance or no?
The moment you turn around, Jax is spiraling, and she had just turned and said those words to Javier.
Messy crit.
How many
Be
successes,
still,
sir?
failure.
Oh,
7.
God. Damn it. Okay.
CJ would turn and head over immediately.
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second.
Have a drink. Have a drink.
Here's, guys. You got me going.
I built him to win these pools. Like,
Luke, just a quick question. Because no one is stopping your vision. No one is pushing you against the wall. You see Dr. Weiss and Jax hug. You see Jax like petting a fox. All of this is going on, and suddenly Janet says something encouraging, and Jacqueline is spiraling out of control. Javier and Janet lock eyes. What are you doing in that moment? She pleadingly cries out at Javier. Yeah, go ahead. Are you talking? Luke?
Oh. What? Sorry. No. My Wi-Fi went out for like 10 seconds. I came in right as you were describing everything. Sorry.
What did you miss? Or what was the last thing you got?
Last thing I got was someone saying I built him to win these roles or something like that.
Okay. So what you missed was I was replaying what had just happened from your point of view.
Okay.
CJ turns away. Rico stepped up. All of these things happen. What is Luke thinking, doing?
Luke's thinking this is like fucked up. He thinks there's like a. He's still looking around. He's convinced that he can, if he looks around, he can see the ghost. This beast is telling him there's danger here, and you need to find where it is and like either kill it or get away from it. And he saw CJ turn away, and he's just kind of taking an opportunity to kind of like maybe sneak a little bit farther away from him, see what's going on. And he says, Can you guys like? There's a ghost here, so can you guys like contain this? I mean, you said you had it, right?
Right.
He's not here.
Okay. So then what? Oh, fuck. Okay, it's whatever. You guys. Shit.
Jude,
You want me to put your mind at ease?
No, I can calm myself.
Because it's probably way worse than you think.
That assures me, Jude. Thank you.
so
I'm trying to Dr. Weiss. Did you do anything?
Javier, what were the words that Dr. Weiss said to you that very moment?
I was trying to help.
Dr. Weiss. That's not how it feels. I was trying to help. Repeats itself over and over. The vision of Ezekiel burning at the stake. I was trying to help. The others dying that evening. I was trying to help. Milliner, you see her grasping with the abrupt change from trying to say she was helping, and now seems like she's beating off a swarm of bees.
He was making a beeline as soon as he saw her eyes like that. And if he gets close enough, he puts his hands on her face. Janet, snap out of it. It's okay, snap out of it.
Dr. Rice, willpower, please. Any unspent willpower? Wow. How do you get 7 successes? Oh my god. That's phenomenal. Okay, so CJ.
Since I'm attempting to snap her out of it, can I roll intimidation, coercion, specialty?
Sure.
Only 4 successes, 2 crits. I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Okay.
Try to add on that. Six.
Oof. For a moment, she pauses, recognizes the fact that you're shaking her. And this is the price of I tried to help. I was only helping. That's what you hear coming from his mouth. There's a moment where the beast in you wants to just murder. You're fresh. The beast hasn't taken its roots yet. Hasn't put its fishhooks in all the way. And you maintain. You snap out of the balls of a frenzy. A significant sufferer of your own effect.
I'm sorry.
Janet, you can do this. See me. See me. I'm right here. It's okay.
I was stuck. I was stuck. The fire. The fire burns. Burns it all away. It burns it all away. I'm sorry.
Rico, Luke, even Javier. Easy to notice that Jacqueline's still in a downward spiral, even as Dr. Weiss is coming back into reality.
I look at Rico, who is trying to make me look into his pretty eyes, and I'm just like, look, it's not about your eyes, okay? You don't understand. This is very serious, okay? What happened, I don't want to be back there. I want to get past this. I want to move past this, okay? I just want to live my life. And I just...
Then don't be back there. Move past this and live your life. Choose that.
Could that be why?
Sometimes you have to kill parts of yourself that aren't helping you survive.
I don't know how to do that. You keep saying to kill this part of me off. I don't know how. I don't know how to turn it off. And I know Dr. Weiss has been helping me this entire time, and I know she wouldn't hurt me. I don't know. That felt really weird. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know who to trust right now. I don't feel safe right now.
Jacqueline, the voice of Ezekiel, echoes louder and louder as he cackles his final words about "see you forever, Jackie."
Look, I offered to mentor you. That offer still stands. I can show you. At least ways that work for me.
Show me.
Well, we can start by having dinner and forgetting a little bit of what just happened, and treating this like any other night.
Dr. Weiss must have given you some tools to use when she's not around. Think about those tools. Use those tools.
Yeah. Okay. So, I take a deep breath. And I close my eyes. And I'm shaking. And that's the first thing that I try to stop. I try to touch something near me that's stable. And I hold on to it. And I try to listen and pick out the sounds that I hear. Just try to be in tune with the environment, to be present in the moment, like Dr. Weiss tells me, for when flashbacks or memories like this occur. And I try to focus just on that technique. It's hard. I'm definitely struggling. You can see different expressions on my face as though I'm really battling something on the inside.
The voice whispers. It's Mom's gurgling, bloody voice.
didn't exactly hear what it said.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh, I can't. I can't. This body, I have to protect. I can't do that to this. It has to remain perfect. I can't do that.
Jude, Luke. What's going on?
This is fucked up. I came here, do a job, and people freaking out, and fuck, I just want to take up June's offer. I want this to be over. And I just kind of say awkwardly, yeah, Jude, let's just all sit down for a bit and have a meal, I guess. Right?
That's correct. And I will go and get blood bags.
Hey, do you mind if I come with you?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure you will anyways.
No, you're the in charge guy. I'm not gonna bother you or anything. I look over to CJ, like going like, yeah, see, I'm doing good.
He's not remotely paying attention.
This is the hierarchy. You're Milliner's boss, and I'm his boss. Boss in quotation marks.
Okay.
I wouldn't have someone useless underneath me. They would immediately be disposed of.
Yeah, you seem to be very efficient, Jude. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn and start going to go get the blood.
Luke's kind of stay up in his favored position, near the wall, away from Jax and Dr. Weiss, and just kind of look around, trying to just counting down the moments. You can if you look, you can see like one of his fingers turn to a talon. He's just kind of clacking against the wall, waiting for Jude to come back so they can move on to something else and get out of this terrible situation.
Javier, Rico, what's going on, guys?
I'm trying to do everything I can to bring Jackie down, like off of the incredibly emotional high that they're on. Specifically, the only thing I can think of doing is singing, 80s pop tunes. So the first one that comes to mind is "Lucky Star" by Madonna.
Wow.
That's what came to my mind. I'm sorry. And the only thing I'm wondering is whether I can use persuasion to try to talk her down.
Sure, that awe is a mighty thing.
Yep.
Aw's fantastic.
At this point, things are starting to get really annoying. People are all on top of me, trying to figure out what to do with me. I don't even know what to do with myself. I want them away, to push them away from me.
Okay. We're still on that whole many things happen at once thing. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
I'm working through.
Four successes on the persuasion.
Excellent. Javier. God, we gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. Not you, me.
I'm just being observant.
Roger that. All right. Jacqueline, CJ puts his hands on your head, shakes, talking to you, is strangely intimidating about it, aggressive.
Yep, I was to chat it.
Right. Scratch. Sorry.
It's gonna be like, what?
The sense of awe, Ricardo, the clamoring of so many things, this dancing on the edge of frenzy as you're attacked by everyone around you as you're thinking about, why is everybody on me? Why is everybody on me? What is going on? It's no more than escape. Escape is what comes to mind. Even that dark voice that you've only recently heard is saying, escape. You want to push, you want to punch, you want to kick and scream, and you do. Please roll for your Arms of Armand, please. And I will roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. A random selection of persons.
What do I roll for that again?
It's your oblivion
Your
and your wits.
Is there a rouse check with that?
Yes.
Yes.
There most certainly is.
So I'll do that first. Okay. And I get hungrier.
You are at now 3. Is that correct?
No, 2. I succeeded the first time.
Gotcha.
Okay. I got 3 successes.
Mr. Carlisle,
Yes.
your hands, as they're, I assume at some point when you shake her into your attention line, you let go, are followed by a pair of shadows with no light source. She starts talking about getting away, getting out, leave me alone, back off, telling me this, telling me that, and they reach out for you. Do you just stand there?
Where are they coming from?
Her, most specifically. You watched other shadows meld. You watched the lights dim when she started getting upset. You saw these things. And now they're emanating, reaching out.
From Janet.
From Jacqueline to you.
Okay, because I'm not focused on her. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled randomly.
Yeah, that's fine. So where is Jacqueline standing to me then?
She was hugging Dr. Weiss, so she would have been off to your left.
Okay. So if I see these coming up, I'm going to try to part those two away.
Okay.
That would be my first reaction.
Javier, St. Germain, and Dr. Weiss can see these shadows that react as Jacqueline gets more and more amped up.
am I back from getting blood?
You're turned around long enough to see this happen.
Okay.
It's not that far to the cooler, and there's a great big window.
Just get away from me, please. Just for 1 second. I just need my thoughts to I just need quiet. Just stay away.
You can step away. I need to separate you two. I've seen this happen in her before. This is a bad situation right now. That's what I'm attempting to spit out before anything attacks me.
Javier?
And I actually back away.
I'm going to engage resilience.
Okay. Excellent.
Going to flip on all of the lights.
Javier, roll, please. Your resilience, that's your fortitude, right? Is that level 1 or level 2? That would
2.
That would require a rouse check, please.
Yeah, I do not get hungry.
Yeah.
Hungrier.
And what would you like to do, Sarah?
I'm waiting for it to hit the fan.
It's hitting the fan in brief moments between people speaking back and forth. You see shadows leaping from Jacqueline, reaching out towards CJ. You see Luke. He's just not sure what the hell's going on. He keeps looking towards Jude. You see Jude run and retrieve some blood bags. I mean, this is all happening. Click, 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 click.
Luke is gonna like pounce away through the door, like trying to get into cover, like he's being shot at or something.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Rico?
So, arms have just erupted from Jack's and headed to Dr. Weiss.
No, heading towards the Milliner. CJ.
Oh, Milliner, sorry. And she's basically said, back off, leave me alone, I just want to be left alone.
And starts stepping away as she does.
I just backpedal, go to a wall, lean up against it, cross my arms, and say, all right, whatever.
Javi is going to put his arm around Dr. Weiss and say, why don't we go to the other room? And start kind of leading her that way.
Oh, wait, so I jumped to the same hallway as Jude right now, right? So Jude's like behind
you're kind of like passing each other as he's reaching for some light switches.
Okay. I look up to him, and if he looks, he can see I'm reaching for a gun in my in the back of my waistband. Just I'm not pulling it, but I have it ready.
Dr. Weiss, you're not sure what the fuck just happened? But damn if Javier isn't putting his arm around you, and shadows are stabbing out from Jacqueline towards Mr. Miller. Luke hops the fuck away out the door towards Jude. Rico is kind of taking it all in, but he seems really fucking interesting right now for sure. He's at least got your attention, other than Javier, who's got his arms around you. What the fuck is going on? These voices.
So loud.
You get a brief response. It's Lillian Van Doren's voice saying, now you know.
What? That I can't?
You say that out loud or
It's to the
internal? There's no reply.
Jax, you're stronger than this. And she's not making any resistance if Javier is pulling, but there is a distinctive look to Carlisle, not wanting him to get hurt.
He sees Javier pulling her away, and he starts to step away because his only goal was to separate those two if she was going to start. And then he would fully face Jax as he would take a couple of steps backwards. You need to tone it down. You need to relax.
Can I actually see the arms myself too?
Oh yes, they are
it's
very
coming from me?
manifest. Oh, they are absolutely manifest, and they feel like
idea
an
what's going on.
appendage.
Didn't even know I could do that. Enough. Enough. And I.
Jackson, willpower roll,
Right.
please. Any unspent willpower.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with blood, so just 4 or 5 for you.
You're stronger.
3 successes.
3 successes is enough. You see these things emit from the darkness you've gathered. You can feel them. They're like an appendage. They stab out as you hear in your mind and say out loud to leave me alone, back off. in enough time, Rico, with whatever, that must be Suave. If anything was Rico Suave, there's something about him that just starts to ground you. Dr. Weiss, needing someone in that moment, it calls to your willpower and you stop. Shadows, a breath, a hair from Milliner's face. Milliner, you can feel it. There's a dark coldness. It's tickling your beard. And it retracts. The lights become a little brighter. Each of you will notice, even Luke, as he's leaping towards the door. And Jack's kind of, in a moment, has a epiphany, or that aha, those are my fucking shadows. They
Whoa.
were for me.
Okay. And I straighten up and I kind of roll my shoulders back because it kind of felt like it was coming from behind. And I seem pretty okay for now. I didn't know I could do that.
Walk up with the blood bags and just hand one to her. Your shadows do that. Mine, with training, and I'll point to the fox.
Fox sits up on its haunches and nose straight as an arrow right up in the air, acknowledging who its owner, its master, its puppeteer, and then goes and heals next to Jude.
This is crazy.
I'm sorry, does anybody else want refreshments?
I'm good.
Act as if it never happened. Luke kind of puts his gun away and walks into the room. He's like, "Oh, I'll take one.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jude."
He'll like go to give it to you, but he'll like whisper in your ear, "Don't you ever fucking pull that out."
He takes the bag and just kind of goes,
Would gladly take one, cousin.
By all means.
Well, let's all just take a seat and take a breath. I will openly admit and take responsibility for everything that's happened here. I was looking to correct the situation that happened. Obviously, there's more to this than can be settled in a single.
Mm-hmm.
One of
I didn't ask for any of this. This is not what I came here for. I didn't want to do that.
We didn't raise you to be weak.
Mika, very few of us asked for this.
"Yeah,
I explicitly asked for this.
And I look at Jeanette, and there's a very sad look of, I don't know what happened. I know you wouldn't hurt me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Did was try and help, but there are things going on I don't know.
Advice. It occurs to you that she's late for her appointment again.
Jax, you're late.
What? Wait, what?
You're
What do you-
late for the other appointment.
Other appointment? What are you talking about?
Would you like us to leave the room?
Oh. Yes, sorry. Please?
I'll get up and go to the other room.
Everybody walks away with their juice boxes except for Milliner.
I would turn to Janet before I left.
Then I
Are you good? And he would turn and walk out.
I totally forgot. Just so much just happened. I just totally forgot why I was even here.
While they're having that conversation so no one hears, I have a cassette that I'm going to start playing, and you'll hear the Bafta brothers French Cajun Creole music.
Bayou tunes fill any silence that might have lingered since you all entered the domain of Jude St. Germain.
Sorry, Jax. I didn't mean for this to be such a clusterfuck.
I know. I know. Nobody did. No, it was a lot. It's been a lot. It's been... I had something really important to tell you. You remember that incident from a month ago about that girl, Mel?
Yeah.
She won't stop contacting me. I blocked her, and somehow she still manages to get around everything and find ways to make contact with me. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. I don't want her to know I was the cause of what happened. I don't know how to face her. I don't know if I can.
Well, she's not that important.
Jax, you made a mistake.
Come on, Doc. Tell the truth. You're no fun. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Sorry. There's a lot going on up here. The easiest thing I could tell you to do would be to try and make some sort of peace with what happened. And try to help in your own way.
Help her? I can hardly help myself. You saw what happened in there. I had no control over what was happening. I didn't even know I can do that.
Now you know. And in a way, you're stronger for that, aren't you? There's a kind of solidarity that can come from being a survivor. I mean, you could bring her here. Maybe Jude might have some use for her to keep her busy. Keep her off your radar.
That doesn't sound so bad. But what about the questions? all the questions she's going to have.
At some point, you have to stop thinking like a cheeseburger and start thinking more about how you are going to live this terrible unlife that we have. At some point, you have to go from being the in and out, double, to being the lioness.
I understand.
But this is the thing. You made a mistake. You came to me for help. My way of helping is let's get her focusing on the important stuff right now. Not the whys or the whos, but how Mel's going to survive the next night. And the night after that. And the night after that.
And then the others, we can't tell them. We can't tell them.
Fuck no, we can't tell them.
Hakuna Matata, motherfucker. Good play, Doc.
You know we can't. If they find out what you did...
You mean what we did, Doc?
My ass and Mel's ass is on those stakes at the next spectacular.
They can't hear us, can they? They don't have
Billy music.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks to St. Jude, not St. Jude. To Jude, I'm going to have to thank him in some way or another, trying to keep this private. So some favor exchange will have to happen. I will talk to him on your behalf about Mel. I won't mention the big details.
So I just have to face it. I have to go through it. It's the only way to get over it, is to get through it.
Unfortunately, you can't tell her the truth. You're gonna have to play this thing that you put into her head.
God damn it, Doc, you on fire. There's a mental high five from your beast.
And do I have to tell her about me too? That we're the same? Kind of?
That would be a good way of putting it. This is almost perfect.
Perfect?
You can say you're both the same thing happened to you.
Same thing happened to me. Okay.
You understand? So then she stops. It becomes a solidarity kind of thing. You know, you're both survivors of the same trauma, so you bond together and you try to be teammates. Stand up. And kind of like me and you, but kind of in not the same, but kind of, because the thing between me and you is real, but you get me.
Okay, I don't know. And I start pacing back and forth. I don't know. What if she asks me if I'm the one that did it to her? Well, what I can't. Well, what if I say, like, what happened to me? Who did it to me? Did it to her too, maybe?
You get it. You're hitting the nail right in the fucking head here. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Okay. You can't say anything either. Don't even mention it. Don't bring it up around.
I can't. Fire? Spectacular? No.
Okay. Should I reach out to her now and say I need to talk to her here? Mention therapist group session maybe?
Session. Yeah. That works. That works. I can work with that. And then I can talk to Jude.
Okay. I take out my cell phone and I attempt to reach out to Mel saying, I'm so sorry. I know you've been trying to reach me. Things have been really hectic, but I'm okay. And I would really, really like to talk to you. Can you meet me here? And then like send the location.
Probably not right at this moment.
Sorry. Whenever you can, whenever you're available, not right now.
While that's going on, I go over to Luke. So, Luke, being a dog's body, a working man, best boy, key grip, whatever the hell you want to call us. Sometimes it's not as simple as walking in, dropping off a parcel, walking out. Sometimes there's a little bit more tension, a little bit more of this, maybe some politicking, maybe some ass kissing, maybe some genuflecting, whatever the fuck you got to do, right?
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not the first time something like this has happened. I mean,
hey,
yeah.
But the cool part is, you learned a lot of shit tonight. You were privy to a pretty interesting situation.
Yeah, I mean,
that puts you in a little bit of a corner when it comes to having influence or having some knowledge you can trade or having some favors you can cash in, that kind of thing. So, so was tonight fucking baked? Yeah, it kind of was. But, make the most of what you got. And then I walk up real close to him, I grab him by the nuts and go, and grow a pair of these, you fucking bisson.
Fuck, Rico.
Yeah.
No, you got me, Holmes. Yeah, you're right. Did you know ghosts are real?
I do now.
Fuck, man.
Jude is like perfect posture, and then just like slapping his knee with the music and just making like direct eye contact with Luke. If you do happen to let any secrets go out, I don't think I have to make any threats.
No, Jude, I never do that to you. You're kind of nice to me sometimes.
No, I expect you to. I'm just letting you know the consequences.
No, I'm used to avoiding consequences, so your secrets are safe with me.
Well, until a circumstance comes along where cashing in that secret is actually going to keep you more alive than if you didn't cash in the secret. That's where it becomes a barter. So yeah, that's where he says you're eventually going to do it. You're probably eventually going to do it. May not be this year, may not be this decade. Hell, may not even be this fucking century. But one day, you might have.
Rico, you got some good insight there, but it's a bit too theoretical right now. Let's say. I mean, there's no reason to say any of this, right?
No, right now there's no reason whatsoever.
Luke.
No, we were never here.
Yeah, no, I was just here to drop some shit off. That's all I really did.
Well, while we're saying things for no reason, just remember that you don't need to be alive for us to torture you.
Well,
not according to the fucking fox, you don't have to be.
No.
Luke, that beast in the back of your head, there's a vision of you smacking you in the back of the head. And the message, he said, be available, man. As you smack yourself in the head.
Yeah, fuck. So is there anything else right now? I mean,
hey,
that was a lot.
It's up to the boss man over here. Hey, Capitan, what's it going to now? Are we done, or is there more to do?
CJ would head over to Javier. I appreciate everything you tried to do. I know it didn't work out, and my methods can be very forward and blunt, to say the least. I could tell this situation is not going to be handled in a single evening, like I stated earlier. I appreciate the effort, and for that, very least, as well as what you did for the good doctor. You have my trust, cousin, and he extends out a hand.
Javier will reach and shake your hand. Thank you.
And he would pull him in for a hug.
Do you give the man pet?
Yes, he gets a man pet.
Javier,
Dapped up.
the beast. Hey, don't forget to be paid, yeah? You did the thing. Come on, F.A.
It's not done yet.
Hola, chicas. The Rosalita's about to leave soon. Anybody wants a ride somewhere? You better let me know now.
Yeah, Rico, can I tag on with you? I don't want to walk all the way
Yeah, I
back.
figured I was gonna make you drive, so I was gonna drive you. It's all good, man. You're on my list.
Yeah. Great car.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
What?
Crap. I'll go around the corner and go, hey, leaving soon. One car ride? Come with me.
Where are we gonna go?
Well, I thought I'd take you wherever you wanted to go. I'm not taking you anywhere for me. I was offering my services for you, so I can drive you somewhere, or I don't have to, But you get to ride in Rosalita, so there's pleasure right there.
Does anyone have the time?
It's getting late in the morning.
I could use a ride, Rico.
No problem. So that's 2 of the 4 I can take. So I got room for 2 more. Guessing I don't got to worry about Jude at all. And hey, Captain, do you need me to drive you somewhere, or are you good?
No, I'll be staying here.
All right. So, ladies, one or both of you or neither. Your call. I'm going to be heading up in a few minutes, and yeah, I think we're done.
Wait, I would just like a few more moments with Dr. Weiss, and then I'll head out my own way.
Yeah, you got all the room you need, because you're going to bitch slap me with some black arms if I don't. So I'll be over there.
I also I'll need to talk to Jude, and I need to make a visit to the coma ward. I need to check on something.
All right. Well, you want me to wait in the car? I can go wait in the car. All right, done. I'll be in the car until, you get too close, and then I'm gone.
Play the good music for Rosalita.
Always, baby.
I'm still pacing back and forth and just processing everything. There's just what you did tonight, if that happens again, how do I protect myself against it? I know you wouldn't hurt me. And I kind of say that a couple times. I know you wouldn't hurt me. But I don't want that again. I don't want to experience that again. How can I protect myself against it?
I don't know yet. This is something completely new.
And what I did, I don't want to hurt anybody from that. How... And their talk about family? Family? What kind of family is this? I mean, it's almost like it's bittersweet to hear that word and to see them like that. It's good to know that they still have their family. What about mine?
Convoluted. It's family is a weird term that they use, but it's more about on the same team, I guess. I mean, Carlisle has been teaching me, you're not supposed to really trust anybody. Trust is a big ask from anybody anymore. But how can you have a family without trust? It's confusing. It's more alliance by convenience?
It's some family.
I don't know. I'm trying to understand it myself. If I figure it out more, I will let you know. The thing I did, I'm sorry I did it.
I know. It's not you. You know it's not you, right? I just don't want to be hurt again.
I know. And all I can do is practice. Try and control it. Same thing with your shadow armor.
Practice. Yeah. And you know the thing with Mel, I didn't want to have to do that. I didn't want to do that. And I say that a few times too. I didn't want to.
There's a reason that most of us don't make it 2 years after this happens. And it's because of things like that.
And even though I say over and over again, I didn't want to, there's a bit more to that. There's a part of me that did.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to get stronger. And this was a part of that. But I know she wouldn't I know they wouldn't understand. Maybe. I don't know. I know Mel wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Who could possibly understand me doing something like that for my own gain in that way? And I was taught not to be selfish in that way. And
So listen to me very carefully. And she's Dr. Weiss is gently going to place her hands on her shoulders. It would have been a very different scenario if you would have just taken what you wanted. But you gave. In that moment after everything happened, you panicked. And you gave and tried to take it back.
You're
which
right.
expounded the problem.
And I have to fix my mistake. I have to take responsibility. He didn't do that for us.
He didn't, but here's the thing. He also paid the ultimate price. I don't want that price for you.
I don't want to be like him, Dr. Weiss.
The only thing we can do right now is try and help her to survive. Maybe in the future, let's say 5 or 6 years from now, maybe it could come out.
Maybe. What are you going to tell Jude?
I'm going to talk to Jude about Mel. He seemed very interested in her when we last met.
Okay.
He seems interested in you in the same way. So I may try and work this as potential favor. Helping him get what he wants, make him happy. Because I am kind of working in the same circles.
Can I be there with you when you speak with him? And then I'll go my separate way. And I just need to be alone after all this for a bit.
I get that.
Leave you alone, Jackie.
Do you hear him sometimes? It's like he's just there.
There. This is why we call him the coat rack.
Okay, let's talk to Jude. Let's
Okay.
Let's deal with this.
And I don't mind Carlisle being there. Does
he know about
Mel?
somewhat of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Heavens, no.
But Jude knows.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to bring this up as hey, we're thinking of group therapy. Yada, yada, yada. I hope I can get this to work.
Okay. We can do this. We got it. Yep. So I head out to go where Jude is.
Rico, Luke, you guys head out. Javier following. CJ, seeing the two run off as a pair to converse. What are you and Jude doing as they exit out?
I would have my hands plunged into my suit pockets as I watch two converse, and I'm speaking clearly to Jude. I fucked up. Sorry.
You fucked up, but I would have made a similar suggestion, so don't take it too personally. And
only for you.
If anything, the Snob family line isn't all what it was cracked up to be, and that maybe they were better wiped out.
All I know is he made actions to protect what you've formed here.
I appreciate
I
that.
can only go off of that for trust currently.
I don't think he bought it, but I'd rather be open and in front of it than me withholding and him thinking that it's scheming or some other family politic.
We can always revisit that over time, of course. But just know this was meant to straighten out the situation, to stop having the strays be coming in.
It's a situation that needs to be rectified immediately.
Yes.
And I'm more and more concerned about this domain with what we've met 3 that barely know anything. They can't hide themselves. They know when they walk in that there's a recording of the temperatures. There's just cold bodies walking.
Yes.
And if they're not getting in through the front, then I guess Officer Petty, I might have to call him. You know, I do pro bono work. His wife's pregnant. Might stop by.
I would consider it a personal favor if you didn't hold him responsible for that. If you do need to place blame on anybody, you're looking at that person right here.
Just gonna have a conversation.
I know how your conversations turn out. He was just doing as asked.
Review the tapes and then think if I'm gonna have that conversation or not.
Just know I'm going to do everything in my power to rectify this situation and help you maintain control here.
Well, do we have any late night guests that will be staying over?
CJ looks around. He just sees the 2 left over.
As Janet and Jacqueline exit the viewing room, rejoining the rest of you?
I don't know what their plans are for this evening. Perhaps we should inquire.
Thank you, Jude, for the privacy.
You're welcome. It is least hospitality could do.
I'm sorry for all the chaos.
You can
Me
speak
too.
to me plainly. Like I said before, you fuck up sometimes. It's what you do afterwards that makes the difference.
I am going to work on this, and Jax is also going to work on this. I was going to inquire. So, you remember Mel from the other night?
Yes. And I'm gonna look at you like incredulous, like, why would you bring her up?
Well, she's kind of floundering out there, and I was
Oh, I've noticed.
thinking about maybe
Wits, like both of their expressions.
Sure. Are you just simply observing
Yeah,
what's an
really.
awareness, or diving deeper?
Right now it's just what's on a quick overview. I'm gonna rouse as well.
What are you trying?
Get
need to rouse
hungrier?
for what's awareness?
No, I'm gonna pump the blood. I get hungrier. Six successes.
It's been a while, brother, since we've knocked on that door, not including the aperitif and appetizer before so rudely interrupted.
I'm thinking to myself, we will eat a full course soon. I heard there were patients not doing very well.
Oh, I am intrigued at what you will be serving for breakfast. We will
And of
speak
course-
at you then.
Sorry, I lost my own thoughts.
What is it you're trying to discern from them?
If they're hiding anything, like if they're nervous and like their body language is like,
Oh, yes. Are either of you trying to not reveal the way you are feeling at this moment? Is that even close to the tops of your minds?
that's close to Janet's.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how many successes for your wits and awareness, sir? Okay, so
6.
by all means, wits and composure, ladies. This is a simple social roll.
I got 4 successes.
Okay. Are you being deceitful, other than the fact that there is nothing that you want to talk about on your way out? Yeah, they're
Yes.
lying through their teeth.
So this conversation doesn't really get traction or go anywhere if I'm being lied to. I'm not saying you're lying to me. I just want to. I miss social cues. Maybe something got lost in translation, but just be honest.
For the rest of your conversation, the two of you, if you are deceitful or are being deceitful, just give the man the peace symbol. That'll save us a lot of dice rolls.
Mel is struggling out there.
Would you-
Jax.
Just tell me.
I was thinking about doing group therapy sessions with Mel and Jax. I was considering if you were up for it.
Yes, but why include me at all if the psychology is your department?
It is, but I'm I'm trying to get Mel some guidance.
And you said that was your thing a lot. So
That is my thing.
Group therapy sounds like a buffet, but that is kind of our thing, isn't it?
So what is Mel's relationship to you?
we're the same. We're both new to all this. We're struggling. And it would be kind of nice to connect to someone who understands. And I want to help.
What do I get out of this? Obviously, I want to help, but are you asking a favor?
Rico's wise words reverberate in the back of Jacqueline's mind. A favor for a favor. Thing for a thing. Everything has a cost.
Actually, repeat that. A favor for a favor?
For a thing.
Wise.
Everything has a cost, as Rico so eloquently put it before.
Yeah.
Sure.
So whatever it is that you need from me, I'm willing to do to help her.
Sure. I'll use that favor. Spill your guts. Tell me everything you know, and I can tell you whether I can help. Whose secrets I'm keeping, who's what am I telling, what am I mentoring.
Well, if you were to come to the group session, she can tell you herself.
No, the favor I'm using now, I want to hear it from you.
Well, so Mel, I don't know how well versed you are in the internet world, but Mel at some point had quite the following on there. She enjoyed sharing certain content. That's actually how I met her, and well, we were close because of that, and then something happened similar to myself, and
What happened?
she became like me. And
Dr. Weiss. May I? Dr. Weiss. Yeah. This is a thing for you, isn't it? Look at what they're doing. She's luring him in. That oily voice slicking back down the slide. Watch what she's doing. She's barely born and knows this. She lures him in, gets the help, triggers those responses, and they do it. Go ahead.
she became like me, and look, she was someone who was trying to help me get out of the situation that I was in with the Brotherhood of Malaga.
So, what happened? Do you know her, sire?
I don't.
That
I
is
don't.
an absolute lie, Jude.
I'm gonna
Clear as a
calmly
bell to you. She is.
get up and grab the nearest thing to me and slam it against the wall.
CJ puts a hand up. Please, cousin. And he turns to checks. Again, you have to be honest. And in this particular set of circumstances, if you are lying, I can personally find out.
Okay. I know. But her sire is not willing to show themselves to her. This was something they weren't ready for, and it just kind of happened. And I have to be the one to help her. She tried to help me get out of my situation, and I have to do the same for her. I have to.
It's a sire's prerogative. They choose to reveal themselves. They're not actively doing anything against their child. You can't make that choice for her. That's kindred 101. It doesn't matter what family, what clan you come from.
But if we're helping each other and we're all talking, I have to know, CJ, backing up on this, I have to know what secrets there are, whose secrets I'm keeping.
I fully agree.
I look at Dr. Weiss.
See, I'll be forthcoming. Like before, wasn't exactly a great person. I hurt people, I dissected people, I put people back together, and I ended lives. And I did it because I probably was sick clinically. I've done a lot of bad things. I've rectified that a lot by being a mentor for those younger than me and keeping on to that little bit of human that I have left. We talked about trust. You can always, like, I trust Mr. Milliner to service but his self-interest. And I won't ever put myself between him and his interests. And that's how I know I can trust him. I'm willing to help. Now, secrets keep that in between me and mentoring, which is something I want.
Okay. I did it. And I just lower my head, and there's just so much shame and guilt and regret just oozing off of me. I did it.
Immediately, CJ, we're gonna need to pin this on somebody.
I know who I'll have to call. It'll be taken care of.
Anything else?
I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. I just want to fix this.
You can. And this, honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought you were going to say.
Please. I could really use your help.
It was a mistake. It happened. And Mel doesn't know. She doesn't remember.
We'll keep it that way for as long as we need to.
Absolutely.
Please. I couldn't bear if she had to find that out. She trusted me, and I betrayed her.
As I told the good doctor earlier, you have two people in your driver's seat now. instead of 1. You need to understand, even though you need to do everything in your power to maintain control, that's not always going to happen. And there are certain times you can own up, take responsibility, but there are things you're not going to be able to control.
You need to know when to let go and when to have your hand on that will.
Okay, I please don't tell anyone else. I really, this was really hard. I just wanted to keep it between me and Dr. Rice because I didn't know how you guys would react. You guys kind of came off a little bit like rules are important, and
No, rules are very important. You need to know the rules in and out before you bend or break them.
We came off that way to know who we were dealing with. We appreciate your honesty. We're looking to keep this circle as close and tight as possible because, again, we're not the other sects. We don't want to get involved. We don't want them getting involved with anything we're having over here. You help us, we'll help you. You step outside of that circle and you betray this man's trust or my trust, you will feel our wrath. Simple as that.
Okay. If you guys can really help me with this, I will be at your sides and do whatever I can to make me good. I don't know how
We just want you to lay low. That's all we want. I can only do so much with paper trails and identities, and court cases, and files. Eventually, things can leak out.
Just
That's how it is.
keep in mind for next time, just leave corpses. That's easier.
Okay.
Dr. Weiss checks her phone. Rosalita's waiting.
Okay. How far is the hospital from my apartment, by the way?
By foot?
Yeah.
About 6 miles.
You're more than welcome to stay in a room.
The pull of the
Not here,
sun
but-
is evident on all.
What was that?
The pull of the sun is evident on everyone.
Okay. I'll stay. Just for tonight.
Do you want me to stay with you? Or
Are you sure? I feel like I've done enough for you tonight, and I really don't want to be any more of a burden on you.
I'm just saying we could both just stay here. I still need to make a walk to the coma ward.
Okay.
And I will text Ricardo. Rosalita I'll have to see her tomorrow. You be
Buenas
safe.
noches, Kika.
So it's Rico, Javier, and I at Rosalita, correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
You know what Rosalita is, right?
I am aware, yes.
Okay, well, but
Loud,
viewer-
proud,
no.
and taking up 4 parking spaces.
the viewers may not know because it hasn't been mentioned yet. Rosalita is a 1980 fuchsia pink Cadillac with animal seat covers that has been the only modification from original spec is an MP3 player loaded to the nines with the music of Miami from the 1980s. So a lot of Miami Sound Machine and Gloria Estefan and, and other bands throughout the years, but that's kind of the go-to. Right now he's playing Rise Up by the Parachute Club.
So have you ever raced this thing?
Well, not in an actual race. I have been in what would be referred to as a racing driving steed, but it wasn't because I was racing. It was more because I was racing from the devil.
Damn, man, I'm so surprised that it's still this pristine. You said it's how old?
Oh, 1980, baby, vintage.
Yeah, man.
Mary Kay special.
You ever see the car like this, Javier?
No.
So, what were they saying? We could go, or like what? I feel.
Yeah, the appears the ladies are going to take care of themselves, so it's just the three of us. So let's get you guys where you need to go. So Luke, take you where? To the Three Monkeys? You're good there?
Yeah, just draw me off of the Three Monkeys. Like how much? So. Yeah, I think I have enough time to get back. But yeah, take me to the Three Monkeys.
No problem. I'll take you wherever you want me to drop you. I don't want to know where you sleep. That's fine. I'll just drop you wherever you want. And Javier, I'll drop you off where I picked you up.
Sounds good.
All right, away we go, boys.
Uneventful ride drops you off at your intended locations. Although you get the feeling that Rico is much more than just a wheelman.
Yeah.
After dropping off the two gentlemen, he drives to an all-night, all-day parking garage, pays the automatic attendant accordingly, finds an appropriate parking spot, and crawls into the trunk, closing it behind him.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Luke kind of skirts the edge of the mobile home park he's near. He kind of looks around. He makes sure there's nobody out. Is there anybody out this early in these early hours?
No, not where you're at.
He kind of eases up. He knows it's like kind of the only time he can like really walk through here. He doesn't want people asking about them. Checks in. Charlene isn't in yet, so he just kind of walks by, goes back into the woods, and there's an old, dilapidated, kind of half sunk in the mud trailer. He crawls in through the window, goes down to his little hole down there, buried in dirt, and closes his eyes for another day of sleep.
Just another Tuesday, huh, Luke?
Yeah, just another day. It's a crazy-ass day in this fucking Manassas.
No lie, my wife and I say that often. Mr. Milliner, Dr. Weiss, anyone? Going once?
Dr. Weiss is going to go to the coma ward before she goes to...
Excellent. Hunting, I assume? Excellent.
Oh, I still have the blood pack.
Oh yeah, everybody's got a blood bag in their hand that took one from Jude. And if now is the moment you realize it, you really realize it if you have any bit of hunger above 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can definitely smell I'm attracted. That desire is very much real right now after everything that has happened tonight. I tear. Well, first, I make sure I'm, private in my room, in a room, wherever Jude puts me. And then I tear into it, making a bit of a mess.
Once Javi makes it down to the crypt, he's going to try and heal that aggravated damage.
That's easy enough. It's an expenditure of blood and will. It's a
What's
single
the roll
point.
on that?
I won't even
okay.
make. Yeah.
3 rouses.
for aggravated
Perfect.
wound. You just roll for hunger.
I don't get hungrier. Rouse check was successful.
You got to make
Three.
three.
Oh,
I was about to say, damn, that's really good.
That's aggravated
Yeah.
wounds, man.
oh damn. Two successes, one failure.
So you gain a point of hunger as you concentrate, willing the force on the life of blood to heal the wounds of your flesh. All that remains as you feel the burn disappear is the slightest of scars, resembling the pendant bearing the Brotherhood of Malachi's seal.
And I'm gonna drink my blood bag.
And thus you gain that point of hunger back. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause for the evening. I want to thank our viewing audience for being along for the ride this evening. It has been a pleasure having you, and I can't wait to see what happens next on Prince William by Night, Night Shift. Players, like we do each and every time we finish an evening, we like to go around the table and ask for a high, low, and a nom. I'm going to start this time. My high. We started season 2. Yay. My low. I didn't get to spotlight 2 or 3 things that I really would like to have done. And that's probably just because of how many people were involved in tonight's game. You were right, Mike. You were right. Are you happy? You should smile. I don't say that a lot.
I'm only an advisor.
But
Hey, right
I did
about
have a-
what?
Oh, well, see, now that's, you're going to have to work on your manipulation and persuasion skills to get that on the mic.
Or just make your insight roll and figure out that it was too many people at the table for the first night, and therefore you couldn't hit all the marks you wanted to hit.
Yeah, and that was 100% on me. And you can ask Mike. I actually made that decision. I was like, because I had the conversation with him earlier today, probably around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It's like, I think I want to go ahead and try this and see. And Mike's like,
So
no,
fuck it.
the first night, man, you should just stick with the core table. And I'm like, I got this. He's like, I've seen you. I'm like, I got this.
Damien
We made it through.
cracked out of him.
I love, when the Beast Boy comes out, it's like,
So who's your mom?
My nom. And here it comes back to, I wish I could have highlighted a couple more things, because I have a thought that I might have wanted to nominate Luke if he had a chance to really shine. And I didn't provide that for you, sir, and I apologize. My bad. But I know it's
okay.
coming.
Yeah, it's okay. I could have put myself in earlier really easily, but I just kind of missed it. But it's okay.
And likewise with Javier and Ricardo, both, I wish I could have given you guys more time. I know I probably could have, but I was hung on to the same thing that everybody else was. I was like, this is awesome. So there's my highs and lows. I will get to my nom after you all. Let's just go right around the clock. We'll start with Javier and just make a circle. High, low, and low, sir.
My high was similar in that we got to start season 2. Finally got to get things moving in that direction. See, my low, probably just that I didn't have a lot to do this particular game, but that wasn't focused on me, so that's fine.
I
The
don't know, you
dice
opened a can
didn't
of
go
worms.
your way. It would have
yeah.
it would have gone completely different had that roll gone better for you.
Didn't he get 6 successes or 5?
Yes, he
or something?
did.
I feel like
their number.
everyone rolled great, and I was rolling crappy. I was like, what is happening?
That happens some nights, and those rolls switch. Let me tell you.
It literally reminded me of our first campaign with Mike when I rolled a 0 and I cried my first night. My character just was a big crybaby the first night. I was like, why?
Actually,
It happens.
what was it earlier today, Mike, that you got bestial failure?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
When I got
At the worst fucking possible
mentally
moment.
mind raped. in my own office.
Giggity.
It was that kind of party.
Yeah.
So what was
I
your
don't know
low?
what you're talking about. I don't know.
So what was your low, Randy?
I had already talked about that. MVP was, man, it's always so hard. I feel like I got to give it to Jax tonight. There's a lot of emotive RP. Very well done. Much appreciated.
Excellent. Dr. Weiss, you have words to share with us.
Okay. Damien needs to go back in the closet.
He's been there the whole damn time. I resisted until right now to even bring him up.
Damien hangs out with Jude. Like, we're boys. Like, we are the weekend.
You have
He hangs out
no
with you.
idea,
He hangs out in the
Jude.
back of my head.
Rent free.
Jack
what-
stays away from closets. No. Close spaces. Goodbye.
Hi. I'm here. I'm having fun. Everyone's amazing. I love night shift. I don't know why, but I expect to hear dong dong for some reason in the middle of episodes.
Dong.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
The scene change, right? Ding.
Yep. And it just warms my undead heart to see everyone and see all the craziness, and the dumpster fire is already getting gasoline poured on it.
Never going away, y'all. I'm saying it now.
Lo would like to annoy Luke a little more.
You may have annoyed him more than you realize.
Yeah. I think he never wants anything to do with us.
Yeah, well, he's
I wanted to annoy him a little bit more. His nickname is Pup and Taco now.
Oh, that was cute. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's looking at Jax and Jeanette like those two together. No. Nay. I say.
probably secretly a ghost.
Low, Dr. Weiss?
Oh, sure. It's hetero low.
That was my low.
Oh, sorry.
Because I didn't get to annoy Luke
Your nom?
more. Nom. What is there not to nom with this cast?
Nom.
Yes, nom nom babies. Sweet lobster babies. Right.
That looks like a baby.
Oh my god.
You prick.
Get in my belly.
If I had to give a nom to one single person, it would be Jude for being so cool, so flat, and deadpan. And it definitely has given Dr. Weiss this feeling of, oh, I'm not dealing with the Camarilla. Because that's really what her brain has been functioning on, is Cam rules.
You've been fed the Kool-Aid.
This is your brain? This is your brain on Camarilla?
Mr. St. Germain.
Yeah,
Ain't Jude.
fantastic time to RP with you guys. It's always great. That's my high. We hit a stride. I feel like it's just gonna go up from like us flowing off of each other. You know, we got personalities and everything down pat. Yeah, low is we could still do this for another like 4 hours.
I could.
Nom, everyone, like even like the little bit, like everyone was highlighted. Like I love Luke's character as much as like Jude does not like Luke's character. Chase personally loves him. CJ, Ricardo, Jax, Vice, Javier, all are awesome. But I think I'm gonna have to give it to Mr. Milliner tonight. I think we vibed well as a group, and my character's weaknesses get covered up a lot by Mr. CJ. So I appreciate that because we can like banter off of each other. But when all the all that's said and done, like we know where we stand with one another.
Rico.
Well, my high is the fact that this is only the first of 2 nights in a row. So, we're only halfway through this. So this is great. My low would be the fact that Luke was let go flounder on a few occasions where, especially at the beginning, because you brought Jax in, and then when you were done with Jax, I was expecting you to then go to Luke and then bring him in, and then basically sort of go back to the party and everything would kind of gel from there. But you went back to the group. But Luke, you did a great job of basically finding a way in on your own. You basically said, okay, I can create an in, and I think that was really cool that you pulled that out.
Thank you.
As far as my noms are concerned, I think I'm going to give it to the ladies simply because of the whole not therapy session, and how that even though Janet kind of fucking freaked out Jax, they still ended up at the end.
Freaked out, she inflicted her with dementation, dude.
Well, we can't do that, but you know what I mean.
Dementate. That's it.
It's that basically the fact that they're still sort of working through it and going through that, a lot of the back and forth.
It's
Probably
a weird,
'cause they
complicated relationship.
Yeah, I would say that's like Three's
Very
Company
weird.
complicated.
She made out with my neck, dude. Like
Fair.
And say
Totally
she
fair.
whispered nothing in your ear.
What?
So CJ, there's going to be a conference with HR later this week.
We've
I feel like
violated
Toby
everything in the
from The
SOP.
Office.
I'm sorry.
Is she a therapist or the rapist?
Oh,
Strangler.
I
damn.
appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I've read it that way. I don't know how many times. When I was driving home once, there was a cheaper therapist on call, and it was for a strip club. And all I could see is they put the spacing just a little too far apart between the.
I mean, Dr. Vice's phone rings so much, you think she once was in Las Vegas and not for the reasons you think. Oh, come on. Damn it. All right, Luke, high, low, and Oakser. Whilst I drown.
I guess just the high notes is I think everyone was really reactive and willing to play off each other. I think that was it's always a good sign when you can get that going. I guess just generally being in this is the first time I've role played in like 2 years. So I'm glad.
Wow.
I'm glad that it's as fun
Welcome
as
back.
Welcome back, for sure.
Yeah. I guess low is I felt that the getting together part might have taken too long, and then also just my own technical issues. I think it seems under okay now, but I think the big issue is that the light I have on my backdrop, I think is too harsh because I looked at it, looks more like tan.
It washes it.
Yeah,
it
so I need to
washes.
figure out how to get softer lighting or something set up here, or maybe just update Zoom and hopefully that'll fix it. But besides the point.
Dude, Walmart has a cloth that's almost perfectly chroma key, and for like 3 yards of it, it's $8.
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, Walmart.
Yeah, I ended up going to Joann's, but I think maybe I tried too hard. Maybe just Walmart's the best.
Or your lights are too damn bright.
Yeah, that too.
So low technical issues. What else? I mean, I know. Again, I apologize for not getting you shined up as much as I could have.
No, I mean, part of that's my fault. I could have put myself in very easily during the entering the play scene.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of doing that, but I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger on doing that. So it could have just been interesting to have Luke just fucking walk in, just have an ID and just walk through. Yeah, that's really it. And then for nominations, I'll give it to our dear Dr. Vice. I think she handled herself very well. She had a lot of just kind of things to react to and things to build off of, and I think she did it all very well.
Excellent. Mike. Big Mike.
David. Ah,
Happy Friday, sir.
Yahtzee.
Happy Saturday.
It feels
Almost
so
there.
good to be able
It
to
is
play.
Saturday.
You guys are all excellent. You guys all make me happy to be able to turn on this computer every time and just jump in and get immersed, be it in text or streamed.
No, you're excellent.
No, you're excellent.
I love you, Bob.
I love you more.
The issue that we had with our first episode with Chicago by Night is basically happened here. Is it is hard as fuck for a storyteller for that first initial game, or at the very least first initial series of sessions, to get everybody's story in at the same time as drawing everybody. And anybody that's a storyteller can attest to that. So, David, don't feel like you're floundering. It happens to fucking everybody.
Oh, I know, brother. I know.
My low, it does fall on a combination of the numbers and being able to pull Jax and Luke in a little bit sooner. My high, I had a very long, enjoyable day with a good doctor. Highly entertaining. And that's why I have to give
fantastic roleplay.
That's what I have to give my nomination to also. He has a way of manipulating words to be able to solve almost anything eventually.
Fantastic.
Note. All right.
And
You didn't like the
last,
healthy therapeutic advice that Jude was giving?
Healthy therapeutic.
Oh, cousin.
Tell me the truth, or I'll start slamming shit against the wall.
including you.
What if I
And-
like that?
Hey. Last.
Just be into it.
Yeah.
Now I'm stepping on you.
And last
See,
but
for
not
me, my
least,
high-
Jax.
My high is this. Like, I love role playing with you guys, but I love even more the in-betweens, the way that we're able to interact with each other, tease each other. Let me tell you, Jude, your equipment, that's it. It's messy around me. I love stuff like that. My favorite moment, and who I also have to give my nomination to, is also Dr. Weiss. When after the moments between Jax and her happens, and Dr. Weiss used that ability on her saying, I just want to help, to Javier, was like, that was breaking to me. I was like, oh my God, she just wanted to help, and it turned into something way worse. And I was like, that was a good moment. Like, that was pretty strong for me.
Who knows what happened in that moment? Anyone? Bueller?
Between Janet and Javier?
Yeah. Not just the dice roll, but what actually occurred.
Was she trying to dominate me?
No. You inversed her demontation against you, and it inflicted her.
Oh shit!
Oh, I
didn't
thought
even
y'all
think
figured that out.
No.
That's why I ran to her.
So
Right.
my low was going to be that things got kind of confusing after some point, and who was interacting with who and what ability was being used on who. I was like, what is happening? So that was
Feel my pain.
yeah. I would also say I feel so bad. Jackson interacts with Luke at all. I am so sorry.
Well, not directly, but certainly
You're just a spooky ghost girl to him.
I'm just a spooky ghost girl.
Spooky ghost girl.
Waiting for Jackson friggin'
Goth chicks, am I right?
But yes, I look forward to
Stop,
definitely
ghost
interacting more with Luke, with Jax.
That'll be sick, yeah.
That's fantastic. So,
was
wow,
your
guys. Wow,
Oh,
guys.
Dr. Weiss. was my nom.
No, I was referring to Sylvanov hasn't pulled his nom.
I
You
know.
hold it back, right?
I'm holding back.
Speak.
Wow.
Stop edging.
Just
Speak.
no, I like it on the edge, Mike. You know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, guys, getting to this point has been such the fun journey with you all, despite all the tackles we overcame in season 1 and all the things that happened. Getting here, that's I'm on a fucking high. Like I'm giddy. I'm a kid right now. I love it. And you guys are fantastic to jump through the hoops and run through the playground with and push off the balance beam into the sand. Fantastic. Luke, I'm so glad you joined us, man. You're going to get an opportunity. I promise.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. I mean, we've done some pre-game stuff that had some cool opportunities in it. I'm looking forward to doing other cool stuff with other people.
What were you saying there, Rico?
Just said King of the Hill, baby. King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. High as a kite on this group of people. Oh, I'm so excited. Mine, God dang, it's difficult. It's really difficult.
Well, at this point, it's kind of a wash. I think Janet won.
She got the numbers for sure, but my nom is gonna go towards Milliner tonight, Mr. Michael, sir. I saw how many times your brow furrowed at some of my choices, and you went anyway. So kudos, sir, for allowing me my fuck ups, my moments, and for seeing it as from a storyteller's point of view. I saw you in that recognition, so you get my nom for that. Thank you.
Remember from Jax, making mistakes is how we learn and get stronger.
Yes, do it again.
That which does not kill you only makes you stronger.
So with that said, surprise everybody who was a part of this evening. Parts 1 and parts 2 are going to gain 4 XP. 4. Now, do know Dr. Weiss, Janet, Ravinia, Nikki. It's not that we don't love you. You won the popular vote this evening. You would have gained an extra one, but I'm giving everybody 4 for being a part of the open to season 2. So, Merry Christmas. And Jude, stop looking at me in that tone of voice, sir. That's better. All right. Audience, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We have a brief PSA that'll follow this. I hope you join us in the next episodes. We look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much. You guys are why we do this. It's for fun and to share it with you guys. Good night.
Night.
Hello, my name is Trevor Chapman, and I play Rico Swade on Prince William by Night, The Night Shift. I'm here to remind you that your mental health is a very important thing. We all have problems, and I do mean all of us. I personally have suffered from both clinical depression and suicidal ideation. Sometimes it can be hard to share our issues because we don't want to burden other people, or we're too afraid or ashamed of the things we have done or the feelings that we have to even try to reach out to other people. But friends and family are here for a reason. They would much rather hear that something is happening in your life and help you with it than to find out too late that they didn't even know and they couldn't even try. If you feel that you can't talk to your friends or family, there are other resources available for you to talk to. Please take advantage and reach out to them. There is no need for you to go through this alone. We all need help sometimes. There is absolutely no reason to feel ashamed or afraid to ask for assistance, especially if you need it right now. If you or someone you know is in crisis, whether they are considering suicide or not, please call the toll-free lifeline at 800-273-TALK to speak with a trained crisis counselor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline connects you with a crisis center within the Lifeline network that is closest to your location. Your call will be answered by a trained crisis worker who will listen empathetically and without judgment. The crisis worker will work to ensure you feel safe and identify options and information about mental health services in your area. Your call is completely confidential and free. Again, that number is 800 273 8255. If you are unable, unsure, or prefer not to speak in person, text the word NAMI to 741 741 to connect with a trained crisis counselor to receive free 24/7 crisis support via text message. You are not alone. Trained expert advocates are available 24/7 to provide confidential support to anyone experiencing domestic violence or seeking resources or information. Help is available in Spanish as well as other languages. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline toll-free at 800 799 SAFE. Again, that is 800 799 7233. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, help is available. Call the National Sexual Assault Hotline toll-free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 800 656 HOPE. Again, that is 800 656 4673. You will be connected with a trained staff member from a sexual assault service provider in your area that offers access to a range of free services. For the Disaster Distress Helpline, call 800 985 5990 or text the word TALK with us to 66746. This helpline provides immediate crisis counseling for people who are experiencing emotional distress due to any natural or human-caused disaster. This multilingual, confidential, and free helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, call 800 985 5990 or text TALK with us to 66746.